Hi lads, this is my video on my trading strategy, the basic trading strategy I do. It's the one we've gone over previous lessons, basically a combination of all the things: price analysis, support and resistance zones, and using the RSI. By far not the best strategy in the world, not the most complicated, but that's how I like it, to keep it simple. And if it works, it works, which this has for me. Might not work for you. I hope it does, but if it doesn't, you can take little bits you want out of it, put it into your own, and just build that way, because that's all I've done, just tried and tested methods over time. So first thing I do when I load up my MetaTrader 4 is pick first pairing, which comes up on mine as EUR/USD, which is this. I've got straight into the daily to show me overall trend, any patterns. So first of all, if I'm looking at this, I mean, I've drawn this in previously, you can see here, massive level of resistance on the daily, the support, sorry. It's come down, bounced off that, come back up, bounced off it again, although the wick, that price has stopped movement there, come back up, bounced off it again. Now, it's at that zone again. Obviously, it has come below it and then come back up, which proves there is a strong level. The price has hit it there, come back up, and the wicks finished on it there. So that is a huge, strong level of resistance, support, sorry, there. It's going into your hourly, which is the one I trade off. Look for entries. Personally, I wouldn't want to trade this. It's a bit too choppy for me. There's no, on a daily it's on a downtrend, but there's a bit of accumulation around here. I'm looking to my RSI, and there it is there. It's just trading in the zone, really. On the hourly, there's nothing really for me there. If you wanted to trade it, if you believed it was going to go into the downtrend, you've got this area of resistance here. You'd want to see that break. So you'd set your order for a couple of pips below it. That's 6 pips below it. 5 to 6 pips is fine. Your stop loss, which is always the first thing you work out, is how you're getting out at this area here, because it's above this swing here, and you've got 2 areas of resistance. And your next one would be probably there, maybe up onto this wick here. I mean, but that's what a great trader will go through them. This is exactly what I do. Look at the RSI and see if there's any zones I need to be looking at. So new chart, so USD. This is actually a trade I've got in place at the moment. Done this earlier. This is off the 15-minute I traded this. Still waiting for it to hit. I've been watching it come up, seeing the RSI go up, up, up. Now you've got this massive uptrend. Clearly see that is a nice uptrend there. But the RSI, steady. Going down even. So that's what we call divergence, which I went over in the RSI lesson. So I've seen that. Seeing the uptrend. So I believe this is going to fall at some point. Now looking at the price action all the way up, you've got some strong candles, but a lot of the green candles like that finishing in predominantly sellers. Yeah, you've got some bullish ones there, but these one, bearish doji, they're all choppy. Even this big one, the sellers have pushed it down. So what I've done here is I've set my trade there below this level here, above the recent swing high. So if it activates and goes back up, I know I'm out anyway. And I've got it at this level here, because this here is a nice level of support. As you can see, it's been hit there. I mean, quite a few times, 4 times. So that for me is where, if it does break below, it's going to struggle around this area, and that's the area I want to be getting out in. Could go below further, but I'll take profit there quite happily. That's how I trade anyway. We'll go through some setups, other setups. So get blank, come to my hourly, RSI, see where it's at. Again, for me, no real, I mean, you can look in the daily. Yeah, I'd stay out of that. There's nothing real confirming to me where that's going to go. Personally, USD CHF. I mean, these are just ones. I want to try and do it as up to date as I can, because anyone can go back in time and say, oh, you'd put your stop loss here, enter here, and blah, blah, blah. But real training, real analysis comes in the real time, because that's how it happens. Now, look at this here, USD CHF. First of all, look at the daily. That to me is on a downtrend, clearly confirmed by the RSI. You've got this high here, high reflect on the RSI, low high reflect on the RSI, and that there forms an almost perfect shoulders, head and shoulders, which I'll go over in a later lesson. It's basically this. Now again, with anything, you want to just see this head and shoulders and think, oh, brilliant. I mean, this isn't in full form. You want to see it come down here, really. But that, to me, would be exciting me and definitely be one to watch. Get rid of these quickly. So we'll be seeing that. You can see it's gone high, higher low, higher high, slightly higher low. Come back up again. And now we're seeing where it's going to go. Personally, I mean, that's the daily. Look on the hourly. It's hitting a level of resistance there. Now if you draw this in, it's come down, it's bounced off it, it's come down, it's bounced off it. Now we've got a green doji forming there, which is a potential reversal doji, but like I always say, you want to see what this candle does, possibly the next candle after it, for confirmation. Now, if this candle here engulfs this candle here, which means if this candle goes all the way up, I'll be looking to get in, personally. But again, I'm waiting to see what happens. I know I found an area of support. Let's go back, see if it yeah, it's been found there. Again, this is on the hourly. Let's scroll it out. It's been found there. It's been found there. And this is from back in 6th of June. I mean, yeah, it's been found a couple of times there. This is what I'm looking at. Significant levels, significant zones. The same level's been hit, which it has there. From there is support. Support for that. Bit of resistance. Support following the uptrend. Resistance. So yeah, that's a nice level. So I'm concentrating on this level now. Look to my RSI for any divergence. You've got the same level on here. Take it down a bit. Same level, but the two same lows to the light. That's like them. Two same lows are equal. However, looking at this low here, there is that one, and that low is that one, which is higher. On the chart lower, RSI higher. That is possibly indicating to me that this is going to go higher. But as we know on the daily, we've got potential head and shoulders forming. So like I always say, you're waiting out for confirmation. Just let it run. Let it tell you what it's going to do. Don't jump in. See, we're waiting for these candles to tell us what they're going to do. Okay, so that's just another setup I'll be looking at, and I'd keep that on my charts. And I'll be sitting and waiting. Could break this level. If it breaks this level, then we were looking to go down, because it's up. What's up here? So it was 34 zones, so it's nearly oversold. So that's just another idea. That's what we need to be doing, just constantly analysing the GBP USD, straight to RSI, onto the daily. Yeah, not interested in that in the slightest. Good look on the hourly. Nah, too choppy. Oh, sorry, not in any particular zone. Price action all over the place. I ain't interested in that. USD JPY. On the daily. Clear downtrend. That's quite a nice downtrend. Go into the hourly so you know you're looking for a downtrend here. And you have a nice downtrend there, which is also reflecting the RSI. So this will be getting my attention now. And if I'm looking to trade this is probably quite a good example. I'm looking to trade this. I'm looking at an area of support, which, as levels of support go, you can't really beat that. Because if you go back, it's formed a previous level of resistance. Found resistance there, broke through it. Price stopped there, went up, come down, bounced off it, went back up again, bounced off. Now, if I know that there's a level of resistance, I want to be coming. If I believe it's going to go down, which this could possibly well do, I want to go below it by a fair bit. So if that is that 102.43, I want to be looking at 102.35, just a bit of safety, a bit of a buffer zone. My stop loss is going to be above this recent swing high. And that is sitting at 50 pips. 50 pips stop loss is fine. So I want to be looking here now from a take profit. And significant areas, see on there potentially where let's see, it's stopped there, gone up there, bounced off it, come along, bounced off it, bit of resistance there, support, come along. So yeah, to me, that would look alright as a take profit. Go down, bang on 50 pips. There's a trade for you right there. Now again, this could go against me. I'm not saying this is exactly what's going to happen, but this is what I look at. Look at the price in this picture. You've got significant movement. You've got sellers coming in here, but buyers pushing up. Indecision. Sellers coming in, buyers pushed up. Sellers won the battle there. Buyers have come back in, pushed it back up. Sellers come in, buyers still remaining strong. Bearish candlestick. Buyers come in, sellers gain control. Sellers indecision. So, and it's in and around this area of resistance, which you'll always find indecision until it breaks. So what I've done here, just to recap, is if it hits this level, I know it's broke this resistance and it's on its way down. Then as it's on its way down, it's looking for that next level of support resistance, which I found a significant zone here. You could, if you wanted to, look at this zone here as a potential take profit, but for me, that's not worth the trade getting into, not worth my 50 pip risk for 28 pip gain. Now, if it did come close to the level, you could bring that down and bring your stop loss into break even. So if it does go back up against you, you come out and you've not made anything, you've not lost anything. So you're square at the end of the day. It's completely up to you. So that is a good example. And all that is support resistance. The market has these key zones which it finds strength and weakness at. Those zones get broken, it carries on going. It's just a matter of fact. We'll go into another couple. Euro GBP. This is another trade I've set up already. Believe this was off the hour. Yep. Come along here. Nice uptrend. On the RSI, it's steady, even falling. That says to me there's bearish divergence in the RSI. Looking at price action, it's a bit choppy, a bit of accumulation phase, but we'll go over that in the volume lesson. Now, I've set my order below this resistance here. I could have gone below here. I didn't. I'm going to go below this bit here, just stay out of all this choppy noise. I won't worry about these 2 wicks too much. You want to look at the main bulk of the actual trade. It's below this resistance here, so if it breaks it, it's not going to keep on going. You've got an area of support here and resistance, but for me, that's not strong enough. And I brought it down to here, which I'll show you as you go along. You've got it's hit there, and it's resistance there. And I think that's the only thing I've got there. But for me, that was a strong enough level. It may not hit it. It may come to here. I'll judge the trade when it comes. As you can see, my order's already been executed. It's come down into it and shot back up. My stop is way above this high here, because when I worked that stop out, I was already looking at the take profit zone, knowing it's going to be quite large, so I can keep my stop a bit higher. Again, not saying this is gospel by any means. Could well get stopped out, but I believe it's coming down. So that's the trade I've done. Again, that's just all looking at my entry, looking where support resistance is, going below or above that level. So if it breaks it, it's going to keep going, and setting up your stop above the recent support resistance, depending which if you're in a long or short. And that's basically it, chaps. Using RSI, price action, and support resistance are the main ones. You can go into other stuff. I've got one here which I'll go and do a lesson on called MACD. This is a different version of MACD I've imported. Andrew actually in the group showed me how to do this, or found it for me, and it's a good little momentum indicator. And as you can see here, you've got these 2 peaks which go up, and then that peak showing down, so it's showing lack of momentum to the upside. So it's just another indicator really you can use, but I'll go over that in a different lesson. Oh crap! Yeah, so careful about that. Yeah, that's basically it on how I trade. Again, price action, support resistance, and RSI. Check your daily for the overall trend, then go down into the hour for entries. Then look at price action, look at levels of support resistance. If they look good enough to get into a trade, when you're trading with a trend, which I always recommend to do, because you trade with strength then yeah, look at the RSI, see where it is. If it's near the overbought or oversold or overbought zones, then you're in. Right, lads, happy days. Any questions on that? You know where to get me. Cheers.